Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we gonna get the party started. Hey, YouTube. Your girl is back with the show as promised. I think I told y'all last night, but I just couldn't make myself just watch this wonderful. But I like the show, y'all. And then I told y'all I was dressed and all that because I had to get a little bit more cute to step out my house. Gotta always look cute stepping out my house. However, NYC Next Gen, and then that's season 1, episode 4, apology not accepted. And we ain't nobody accepting no apologies in this episode. Cause I'm like, y'all know who don't. I promise, I be trying with Charlie. I be trying with him, but he just a little bit too much. And then he is. Oh, y'all see my new microphone? It's so cute. But he cryptocurrency. I think that's what he do. Who knows? But Riley, she making beats because she like the beats and all this stuff. She got her own aura and all that. She just want to be involved in music though, and she got her own. I like it. I love Riley. And then Ariana. And then she is apartment hunting with her boyfriend Hudson. Her boyfriend, fiance, they one of them. But I like her. She's a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. And not because of Kim Zolciak, because I ain't really like her. And when she was on the show, not like that. Anyway. So she's apartment hunting. And then she found a $10,000 apartment. And then I'm like, what the helly? Is that normal down in New York? If somebody that is subscribed to me, let me know if that's normal pricing in New York. Because I'm like, hell's no. That ain't the price for me in Tennessee. Nope. And then Brooks and his dad, they chat about him talking with his friends. And then, Brooks, he is so sweet. I love Brooks, and I like his sister Chloe too. And Charlie and his dad, girlfriend, and then the dad and all have dinner, and he is dating Dylan. Y'all already know that he dating Dylan. And then he is inviting his friends to his pool party at his dad's house. It's for a rich kid, huh? And then, his friends. And then y'all think that Riley gonna be included? We'll see. And then Ava talks to her dad, Damon Dash, Damon Dash, Rockefeller Records. Rockefeller, Rockaware, everything Rockefeller about. I love Damon Dash, hands down. I like him. He weird. I like him. And then we've been rocking ever since the first movie that he had would be the Beanie Siegel movie. And then the second one, Mariah Carey was in it, and Damon Dash. He is just so funny to me, and he's unassumingly funny. But Ava talks to her dad about getting on her last. She said that she tells her daddy that Charlie is getting on her last nerves. And her daddy was just pretty much just like, are you all friends? And I'm gonna let you handle that. And I'm like, okay. And then Damon Dash he also says that it depends on the relationship with Charlie's mama And that may be the reason why he is acting out. And I said, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. And that's always possible. That's the reason why he is acting the way that he acting. Go parent. And Georgia and her boyfriend are walking to have champagne and wine. And then when they get to their prospective restaurant down to New York, down in New York, and then he pops a beer. I said, well, we're gonna let him drink his beer. Her boyfriend's name is Omar, and he is chef's kiss for Georgia, like for real, for real, for real. He is perfect for her. And Riley and Ariana, they meet up to have Dirty Shirley to drink. And Ariana said that she has Riley's back, hands down, regardless always, because she was talking about that Charlie situation, and she said that she gonna always have her back, hands down, like 10 toes down, 10 toes down, 10 hands down, 20 down for sure. And I'm like, okay girl, I like it. Have your girls back, cause your mama and your mama and Candy couldn't do that, and it wasn't Candy's fault neither. And then Charlie apartment, it just looked atrocious. He just, like my trash over there, his apartment looked worse than that. It's dishes all on the floor, dishes all on the countertop, and I'm like, ooh, Charlie. And do you think he cleaned it up before he walked his little happy self out that apartment? No, he did not. I said, well, maybe he got a maid or something like that. I just have to believe that he got a maid, because it was looking a mess. And then I said, all right then, he moving on. And then Ariana, of course, she decides to paint, it just shimmies on down the New York streets for Ariana, and she decides on the $10,000 apartment for rent, and then $18,000 for the broker's fee. I said, what she was saying that, I'm like, girl, all right, all right. And then $575 for Hudson's glasses. And I said, and what world are we living in? I mean, Ariana was getting everything together to, come in, and then why the lady that owned the apartments and that's renting the apartment to them, she said that the bathroom was leaking and it got down on their apartment in the bathroom. I said, we ain't doing. So that's in this world, in their world, I guess that's okay. And it ain't okay in my world, because if it's something leaking in my apartment and everybody else, I'm pretty sure, if it's something leaking in your apartment, then you want it to be fixed. If it's something wrong in your apartment, you want it to be fixed ASAP, just like me. And then I said, oh, wow. And then Charlie, Georgia, and Dylan are in the car, and they on the way to his little gathering / pool party / everything that Charlie want to say who it is. And then it goes back to Ariana and Hudson, and her dogs are in their apartment. They all comfy and all that stuff. Furniture is coming. I know for a fact furniture is coming, because it was an empty apartment. Furniture coming though. And then Ariana calls her mom, Miss Kim Zociak. And then she instantly, instead of saying, hey, how you doing? How you doing, baby? You look good, this. She instantly keyed in on some wine that was on her countertop. And she said, is that my wine? And she said, well, yes, it is your wine. And I have the wine in memory of you. I said, oh, Kim, that's your problem now. And then Kim looked good with her little glasses on and all that stuff. She looked good. She always was pretty to me. She looks good. And I said, okay. And then it panned back to, or it ran all the way, it ran the New York Minute down to Charlie's party. And Seth attends on the deck. And that's why I was telling y'all. I said it's a pool party, it's a deck party, or whatever. He just made it where he wanted to make it. And it's a deck. And then Seth, which is not Charlie, Brooke's daddy, and Seth attends. And then on the deck, and then Georgia is leading the pack about how Charlie feels about his dad. And I'm like, girl, didn't nobody ask nobody how Charlie feel about his daddy? Y'all should know. And if y'all don't know, I guess she gonna always be messy and tell y'all. I'm like, don't do that. We're not gonna do that today. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. We're not gonna do that today. And I'm like, And then she's talking about, it's sad that Charlie does not get along with his dad. I'm like, girl, move on. Please move on. And then we get back to the Bronx. And then Damon Dash and his OSG event. And his little boy says, everyone have fun. I said, he is just the cutest little boy. I'm a sucker for kids. Like, for real. Kids are just so cute to me. All ages. And then he said, have fun. Yeah, everyone have fun. And then I love Damon Dash aura. Like, he has it. And I just love it. And he's a different person than he was when he used to be with Rockefeller Records. He's a different person, and you can tell that he is matured enough. And that's why I bet you them kids done grew up too. The kids done grew him up. His kids grew him up. And then I said, oh, Damon Dash. And then that golf is so cute. The little golf game, it was so cute. Seth is talking to Damon Dash and asks, do they hang out often? And all that. He just trying to take pointers because he know for a fact him and Charlie don't hang out. We moving on from there. Okay. And Ava said that she does not appreciate Charlie's behavior. She said she don't appreciate Charlie's behavior with Brooks in the golf cart. On the golf cart. They was driving. And it begins to pour down raining. And I said, ooh, I know the feeling. Pouring down rain when you trying to enjoy an outside event. Especially a good old golf event. And then they just be like, I'm like, y'all may have knew it was gonna rain. Y'all seem like y'all paid attention to their wedding app. And if you see some clouds in the sky, that's the rain clouds, okay? But getting past them getting rained on, Ava meets with Charlie. And he says that he wants to be back. He wants to be back friends. You need to I want you to get over it. Mind y'all, he 30 years old. 5 years younger than me. And then he says that he wants to be back friends. He say that he and Riley are good. Says that they talked. And then it panned to, it just, flashed, and then it was showing Charlie and Riley sitting, just walking down, getting coffee, and just having a conversation until they get to the rocks. And then he just really says that he is on an apology tour. He tell Ava that. I said, that's why it's fake, though. That's why it's fake, Charlie. Mr. Cryptocurrency man. And Chloe out for him because he wasn't talking about nothing. He wasn't talking about a darn thing. He wasn't talking about a darn thing at all, at all, at all, at all. And then it goes to a happier event. And it goes to Chloe's 23rd birthday party. And everyone is there. Meredith Marks and Amira and Ariana and Hudson. And the pizza and the drinks are flowing. And Gia is there. And then Ava Brooks. And Ava says that Charlie would hook up with Adriana. And I'm like, just a slime. Why would you want to hook up with her? She has a boyfriend. He like drama. A 30-year-old slob. And then Ava says she never got that Ariana was into fashion. And this one, she rubbed me wrong. Because my whole thing is, girl, she was trying to, I think she was being messy unintentionally. And that conversation was just meant to stay between her and Brooks. And you know he said something. Because he actually talks to Ariana. And she said she never knew that Ariana was into fashion or had a fashion line. And then I said, no catfighting, ladies. Because I'm not trying to break, they're not trying to break a nail in New York. New York. And then I'm like, And then Amira, Emira, transgender, I like her, I love her, says that it is not classy to put someone down off of first meeting them. And I'm like, yes, girl, yes, sassy Shantae, we gonna do it all. I'm like, we don't put people down when you first meet them. You have to get a feel for the person before you put them down. And then she says, Ariana, she shops. And then Brooks and Ariana beat the talk. And then Ariana says that she looks like she shops at Forever 21. I'm like, hold on, girl. Wait a minute now. Back up, step back. I shop at Forever 21 at times. But she says she shop at Forever 21 in the shimmer section. I said, ooh, no, you ain't talking about her shimmery shorts. Gold shimmery shorts. I said, may it be a little tacky? Possibly. And she said the sparkly section. I said, we not gonna step in the sparkly section. But I be in the regular section. And Ava tells Brooks that she did not mean it that like that. Meaning she didn't want him to go and hop himself over there down and just let the girl know. And I'm like, we ain't doing that. Now how you just gonna tell all her good business? And it's supposed to be business between you and her. And then Ariana and Amira, they all go in the bathroom and they chat. And I think, all the ladies went in the bathroom and they chatted. And then she was just saying, I never knew that it was pretty much an issue. And she said, I never knew that she even had, she talking about Ava now. She said, I never even knew that she had a fashion line. Or she was a model. I said, okay, y'all, we not finna do this. Y'all gonna make my head hurt. Y'all gonna make me do this. Gonna make my eyes hurt. So we gonna have to stay civil. But do you think they stayed civil? And then why Ariana? She said that she want to have a conversation with the that's Ava. And she said this before going into the bathroom. And she may have been hyperventilating or something like that. I don't know what was going on with some stuff. It was a meeting in the ladies' room for show. And then she sits down. She has a cute little seat. And then she sits down to Ava to have a chat about her talking, her ish. And y'all know it went off. It was finna go off. And I was able to see that she did sit down and talk to her about that, it's her business and she been doing her fashion line for this amount of years, that amount of years. They didn't show Ava's response, but they showed how Ava was looking. And I said, Ava, let me tell you something. You're a pretty girl. She is. She's beautiful. But don't step over the bounds now. Cause I'm like, look, don't do that. Because she just was, I said, they all young. They in their mid-20s and early 30s. Charlie, 30. He the only person that I know is 30. He's still spoiled too. And he just a butthole. He a butthole for real. And I'm like, never in my life have I seen somebody who is so negative. But that was my review and my little thought and my little commentary on Next Gen Season 1 Episode 4, No Apology. Apology not accepted. And we know whose apology wasn't accepted because Ariana was not finna accept Miss Ava's apology. And then we all know that wasn't nobody accepting Charlie's apology on his apology tour. But what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. And then I keep these, reviews going because I watch shows like this. And I will be watching the Nelly and Ashanti show, and We Belong Together. Is on Peacock. So if everybody has Peacock, y'all should check it out. It's only 30 minutes. So like I said, I can squeeze in about probably 4 episodes, and then that's just gonna be a couple of hours. So I can do it. And I want y'all to do it again. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're gonna get tired of me saying like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all didn't watch these, if y'all watch any of my content, and if y'all watch any of my videos, it's not that hard to just support your girl, support the channel, because I got a little goal that I'm trying to get to. I have a subscriber goal that I'm trying to get to my first 50 subscribers. And I'm almost there. I'm at 42. So I would like y'all to just hit me. Just go ahead and if you don't do a comment, just do a subscription. Just hit the subscribe button. Because, I don't do no bad content. I don't do no mean content or nothing like that. Hopefully, it's some of the shows that y'all like to watch. And I'm going to keep doing that Netflix series, Trainwreck. And I got to show y'all, I got to let y'all hear about that poop cruise. Sad. It's disgusting. Very disgusting. Poop. And I'll just give y'all a little sneak peek and tell y'all. It was about a cruise where this thing caught on fire down in the basement. It's been caught on fire. And then, if you've ever been on a cruise and, everything is ran, electric-wise, meaning the bathrooms, when you flush the toilet, it's got to be some electricity going. And then when that ish broke down in the basement, it wasn't no electricity. People was down there trying to get their life and trying to get them some drinks and all that. And then nothing. No drinks. And then people was trying to get their food. They give you free food 24 hours on a cruise. It's a great time. And I'm going to my second cruise, supposed to be in October. I can't wait. But just imagine being on a cruise and you just can't have a good time, and then everything is just to the fact of where you're just supposed to be on a cruise for 3 days, And then because everything stopped and you just can't keep going, and then you have to make a whole detour. So a three-day cruise turned into a 7-day cruise, or it could turn into a 10-day cruise. And I'm just like, oh, not trying to scare nobody, but I was flabbergasted when I was watching that. But I'm gonna get y'all that content up here soon, okay? Bye, YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. And there's some shows coming to Nelly and Ashanti. We belong together, as well as the poop cruise. It's not funny, it's really serious. But bye. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.